What happens in a player's mind?
I think it's always a butterfly. You know, always before the game starts, that there is always a pressure. Once the ball is bowled, then everything settles down. But before that, Mumbai, they want to prove themselves. Last year they didn't do well, so they want to prove themselves. They'll be a better side, and they've got some new players. Saman Jayanta, I think, is going to be an interesting player. I heard a lot about him from Marwan, from Russell Arnold. He was in Hong Kong Sixes, young, 26 years old. So hopefully we'll get some good runs on the board and hope Mumbai wins today.
As far as the tenseness
Well, I know Atul doesn't want that, right? So he'd be pretty happy if Mumbai a little.
No, I'm just looking forward to a good game, actually. If it's close game, I would rather enjoy. Doesn't matter whoever wins, loses, because yesterday was a one-sided affair. 19-run victory is a big victory in 2020. So I just hope it's a well-contested game, goes to the last over. That's what people want to see. And looking at the energy levels, I think it's very hard. You'll see that players are rather overexcited because they know that they have to sustain themselves for 3 hours. You know, if you see players coming out to play test matches or one-day cricket, they're more subdued because they have to pace themselves. So I think you'll see much more, harder attempts at the ball in 2020 rather than in longer game, because you've got to throw everything in those 3 hours.
Is that right, Tony?
Now, look, my view on what happens right now is that if you're not a little bit tense, even if you're one of the most experienced players, then there's something wrong. Whenever I went into a test match, whenever I went into a one-day international, and I think it applies to most blokes that play well, you get the adrenaline going by being a bit tense. I mean, it's part and parcel of the whole thing.
Energy.
And then it's how you control that once you get in. I mean, you've got to be a bit tense when you first start.
No, it's a really, really valid point. But I mean, it is a task out there for Mumbai. You know, Tony, we've been talking about it so much. They have so much going on. You don't have someone like Brian Lara playing either, and you know he's a big name as well. So it's a little difficult for that.
Yeah, look, I feel for them a little bit, and I really do hope that Nathan Astle, who's taken on the job as captain, you know, I hope he has a good day today.
No, that would be something to see, definitely. Well, it is quite entertaining, as we've been telling you so far. We've got Mike Whitney out there just soaking in the atmosphere. In fact, he's a lucky one because he really can see what it's like. How's it out there, Mike Whitney?